Hi, my name is Willem van Vianen. I'm client partner at DXC. I'm working very closely with Mark from Cargo Cube on a client that I cannot disclose at this moment in time. We've been a very interesting partner to help them to optimize their supply chain.
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Mark. I'm super excited to be here today because the first time we were here because of DXC in 2017. In 2018 we had our batch and we actually worked until last year to convince the first common client to work with us. What we do is that we found the challenge of especially manufacturing companies that they have no visibility over their logistics and supply chains. They usually buy hundreds of products from hundreds of different suppliers, and these hundreds of different suppliers use multiple logistics service providers. And this is basically that is leading to a lot of logistics and supply chain challenges, which is basically the demand is changing in the industry. You have to, it's more volatile, it's global. You have the Ukraine crisis, you have a lot of different scenarios in the world where things are changing. This also leading to unpredictable risks. So if parts are not available, you cannot produce your truck, you cannot produce your car or any other product that you are producing. And you also cannot really interact with the supply chain partners. And also there's of course somebody that talks to somebody between companies, but there's no interaction between different parties and different players. And this leads to these typical things. You have contingencies, so you need to fly parts over the world. You have high stocks level and you have a lot of tight capital because you have to stock these parts, which is very, very costly. So we at Cargo Cube, we build a platform where everyone can interact. We are creating networks where the suppliers can provide information, the logistics service providers can provide information. We connect all the data down to an item level. So if a company like Mitsubishi Fuso is building their truck, they actually get a precise item level number, and you can put an ETA on this item level and can tell them if there's a deviation, like a delay, so that they can predict precisely their production and plan their production in advance. And now we are working together with DXC. Maybe you can do a small introduction to that.
The value add of DXC here is that through our global scale, we are able to scale up and integrate very innovative solutions like Cargo Cube in an application landscape of a client, and accelerate data-driven decision making and automation to make sure that it benefits the client.
So I'm going a little bit into the product. It's basically we collect all data that is available in this supply chain industry. If it comes from the supplier, logistics service provider, freight forwarder, or any other party that is involved into this process. Which brings this full visibility end to end, so we can even monitor the purchase order, so we can monitor the purchase order of a single part to the final delivery. And through these predictions that we are doing and these deviation detection, they can, as I said, replan it, and this leads to a high optimization of global supply chains. So there are lots of benefits, of course. Three are that the customers, so if it's on the shipping side, they can keep their promise or they can actually build their products. They have a higher efficiency. They can plan it and replan their production. It's not necessarily important to get parts on time. If you know it in advance, you can produce a different truck, for example. If you know 1 month in ahead that a specific engine will not be on time, you can produce a different truck, vehicle, or whatsoever. And this makes the logistics, of course, of the entire process more resilient because all the problems that occur, you can handle them because you understand the risk. And this is how the future with DXC and Cargo Cube looks like.
Yeah, exactly. This is what we're trying to achieve with clients, to help them to automate and create scenarios for quick decision making using AI and other innovative products. But before going there, we need to make sure that all the supply chain data is available, that the planning data is available, and that it is all collected in one integrated platform. And typically that's a roadmap that we do step by step with customers to achieve more efficiencies across the full supply chain.
Thank you very much for your attention. We have a booth in the production area. We're very happy if you come and stop by. And as nobody started the timer, I will now start to tell you about my life a little bit, because I think I have unlimited time left. No? Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you. We would have loved to hear that. However, we do have